What is incompetent, what is your advice in general in regards of preparing for Ramadan? And as we stated, ya Ikhwan, this is a lecture, but to summarize, one should first be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he lives to witness Ramadan, he should be grateful to Allah Azza wa Jal. And as far as now, place the niyyah that you will strive to in ibadah, and you will strive hard in ibadah. كما قال أنس بن النضر فيما رواه عنه أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه عندما تخلى عن بدر قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أي لئن عشت أي لقتال المشركين لا يرين الله ما أصنع. فصدق مع الله، صدقه الله سبحانه وتعالى، كما ذكر أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه فيما يرويه عن عمه غزوة أحد. فالإنسان يصدق النية مع الله سبحانه وتعالى ويأتي بالأسباب المعينة على ذلك. One should place the niyyah, the correct niyyah, to strive in Ramadan, and that begins from now by repenting to Allah, getting rid of all of the unnecessary stuff that distract you. And everyone has a certain form of distraction that could waste his time. Some brother might spend 7 hours on devices, and then at the end of the night they have accomplished nothing that will benefit their dunya, neither that will benefit their akhirah. So it becomes a loss, a grave loss on them. And therefore we see the Arab, for example, they used the times, as we see in the Sunnah, as the things that they would accomplish. They would say, for example, stand by my grave as Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas for as long as it takes you to slaughter a camel and distribute it. So their times was actually set based on what usually accomplished during that time. And therefore, ikhwan, the person needs to be wise enough to keep away from anything that would distract him during the month of Ramadan. Aim, inshallah ta'ala, increase in reciting the book of Allah, and that begins from now. Increasing in voluntarily fasting, which also begins from now. Repenting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, freeing yourself from sins and hoping that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept from you. This is a month, ya ikhwan, that many are not alive now who were with us last Ramadan to witness it again. And only Allah knows who would indeed be able to witness this Ramadan to come. So place the niyyah from now. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, say in the bounty of Allah and in His mercy, in that let them rejoice. It is better than what they accumulate. As Al-Hafidh ibn Rajab rahimahullah ta'ala says, indeed receiving the month of Ramadan and fasting it is a great bounty from Allah for those whom Allah gives them the ability, meaning to fast it, and those who revive it. And as Ibn Rajab rahimahullah ta'ala said, what has been narrated from the righteous predecessors is that they used to make dua for 6 months, asking Allah to grant them Ramadan, and then they would ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after Ramadan for 6 months to accept their fasting.